Hey everyone, Dr. Rowe coming to you from SpineCare in St. Joseph, Michigan. In this video, we're going to go over easy exercises that may give instant sacroiliac joint pain relief, even within 30 seconds. If you're unfamiliar with the sacroiliac joint, commonly known as the SI joint, it's the union of the ilium of the pelvis and the sacrum, and it functions as a shock absorber for the spine above and also for the pelvis. What usually causes pain and discomfort in this area is because of a blend of weakness and tightness in the muscles that support the SI joint. So this video is going to help fix that. A note about these exercises, each one works just a little bit differently. They're going to be shown in different positions. To get the best results, go through them all, use what gives you the most relief. With that being said, let's get started. So if you're dealing with a lot of sacroiliac joint pain right now, this is the exercise that I would start off with because you can do it standing pretty much anywhere. It's called the step back. To get into position, what we're going to do is start with a wide scissored stance like this with the painful side in the back. So I'm going to demonstrate what to do if you have left-sided SI joint pain. You're going to take this front foot and you're going to turn it inward as much as you can until you feel a really good activation of the muscles across the hip right here, including the glutes. Once you feel that, you're then going to hold that and now do the same thing with this back leg. At this point, you should feel a lot of muscles across the pelvis and sacrum start to fire, but this is how we're going to intensify it. We're going to slowly lean backward like this and place all of our body weight onto our back heel, but build into this one slowly, because as you do this, you're going to feel the muscles right across the sacroiliac joint start to fire. Once you feel that, you're going to hold this for 20 to 30 seconds and do nice, slow, controlled breathing. Just let out as much tension as you can. When you need to relax, just go back into a normal stance. But with this one, I would try to repeat it about 3 to 5 times, and with each repetition, just try to build into it a little bit more. If you would like to get a deeper stretch, this is what you can do. Let's get back into our original stretch, but now put our arms right out in front of us and now slowly rotate through your waist and lower back towards the side of pain. So I'm slowly turning towards my left. Build into this one slowly because you're definitely going to feel this stretch intensify pretty quickly. 20 to 30 second hold. You're going to relax and then repeat this a couple more times. And I do recommend doing this on the other side, even if it doesn't hurt, just to help keep everything nice and loose. So here's a really easy exercise that you can do right in bed. Just start off lying flat on your back like this. The first movement is called windshield wipers. What you want are your legs roughly hip width apart, knees bent, feet flat. Take your heels and gently press them into the bed during this part of the exercise. From here, we're then going to take our knees and slowly lower them down towards the floor. Keep lowering them down until you feel a really good stretch form in the hips that works towards the sacrum, right in the middle of your pelvis. Once you feel that, you're going to hold this for a couple seconds, and now just like a windshield wiper, you're going to go in the opposite direction. When I do this, I really just focus on trying to move through my hips only, keeping my back nice and flat. But this will pretty much help activate and stretch all the muscles that help support the sacroiliac joint. Try to do this about 10 to 15 times in both directions. But this is how we're going to take it to the next level and get a really deep stretch across the sacroiliac joint. So whatever side that you're having the most amount of pain, like let's say you have a lot on your left side, what you're going to do is straighten the other leg like this, and then take your foot on the painful side and hook it right underneath your knee. So just press down with your knee, with your leg strength right here, to make sure that this foot right here won't slip. You're going to take the hand on the other side and then hook on the outside of your knee. Movement from here, very straightforward. What we're going to do is just slowly pull that knee across our body until we feel a really good stretch form. You should pretty much feel it on the outside of your thigh, going towards the hip, but more importantly, across the sacroiliac joint. Once you feel that, just try to hold this one comfortably for about 20 to 30 seconds. And if that SI joint is locked up, you might get a sudden pop, crack, or release in there. That is completely normal, so don't be alarmed, but just don't try to force it. Relax and then repeat this a couple more times. But this is how you can really intensify this stretch. What you're going to do is whatever side that you're having the most amount of pain, again, let's say it's our left side, just flip over like this and lie on the other side. You're going to put your foot right under that knee again, press down with your leg Take your hand, hook out the outside of the knee, but this time around what we're going to do is take the meaty portion of our other hand right here, right at the palm, and place it right over the sacroiliac joint. So to find it, just go right at the belt line right here, go down and slightly over. So it should be right in this area. If you do have a lot of pain in the SI joint though, you'll probably be able to pinpoint it pretty quickly. But what you want to do is just gently press into that area and keep pushing very lightly. Don't try to slam into it like this. Just gently press. So you're going to hook, pull your knee down, press into it at the same time. Again, you'll feel that stretch deepen pretty quickly. I like to hold this for about 20 to 30 seconds. Just relax and then repeat this about 3 to 5 times. And for good measure, I would repeat on the other side for a couple repetitions just to keep everything nice and loose. So here's a really good exercise that you can do seated. Whatever side that you're having the most amount of sacroiliac joint pain, let's say it's your right side, place that side's ankle over your other side's knee, so when you look down, it should look like a figure 4. I know a lot of people are going to struggle to get into this position either due to pain or tightness, so this is how you can make it a little bit easier. Let's straighten this other leg out like this and now place our ankle over our other side shin. That way you can grab your pant leg or in front of the shin and then slide it up into position. But you should already start to feel a really good stretch form in the hip. What you want to do to deepen that stretch is just allow your leg weight to be taken by gravity. So just let gravity take that leg downward towards the floor as much as you can handle. But what we're going to do next now is keeping our back straight. We're going to just pivot forward, lowering our chest down towards the floor. Build into this one slowly, because the more that you lean forward, the more it's going to intensify this stretch. I pretty much feel it going from my hip, working into my pelvis towards the sacrum. Once you feel it over the SI joint area, you now want to hold this and take it to the next level by taking this bent knee and pressing it down towards the floor. Don't use your hands, instead just use your leg strength. At this point, you should really feel it over the SI joints. Hold this for about 5 seconds, you're going to relax. On the next repetition, try to build into it just a little bit more. Try to do it about 5 times. It should take you about 30 seconds total. But if it feels like it's helping out and there's a little bit more tightness left, you're more than welcome to throw in as many repetitions as you like. From here, I like to stretch the muscles just a little bit differently and hopefully get some more relief. So let's start this time around with our back nice and straight. Very good upright posture. We're going to take our hands, we're going to cup around that knee, and now we're going to pull this knee towards the other side shoulder. So I'm slowly just pulling my right knee towards my left shoulder. This time around, you should feel a different stretch. I really feel it on the outside of my hips, and the more that I pull over, the more it then goes into the pelvis to that SI joint area. Once you feel it over the sacroiliac joint, you're then going to hold this for 20 to 30 seconds and just do nice, slow, controlled breathing. Let out as much tension as you can. Release it and then repeat this a couple more times. But with any of these movements, if they feel like they're helping out a little bit more, you're more than welcome to throw in as many repetitions as you like. Just make sure to switch to the other side too. Throw a couple repetitions in just to keep everything nice and loose. So I want to end the video with a very good daily exercise that you can do that will strengthen the muscles that help support the sacroiliac joint. So hopefully you're going to get a lot of long-lasting relief. This is called the bird dog hydrant. To get into position, we're going to start on all fours in bed, if your mattress is firm enough, but it probably will be easier to do on a floor. So start off by sliding 1 foot away from you as much as you can, straightening your leg. Just keep the top of your foot flat on the bed or the floor, point your toes away from you. What you should feel is a really good stretch forming in your calf that works upward towards the back of your leg, into the hamstrings, towards the hip, into the glutes. So once you feel it more or less right around the belt line into the glute area, you're going to hold this position and then slowly raise your foot upward like this, so your leg is now in line with your body. You should feel a ton of muscles start to fire at the core, the back, across the pelvis and sacrum, down the leg. This one pretty much hits all those muscles that again support the sacroiliac joint. Try to hold this comfortably for about 3 to 5 seconds. You're going to relax, and then you're going to repeat this on the other side. So to take this one to the next level, we can add in what is called the hydrant. You're going to find out here in just a second why we call it that. So what I'm going to do this time around is just keep one knee bent and then slowly raise that leg up so it's hovering, my knee is hovering slightly off the bed or the floor. What I'm going to do is hold that position and now swing my knee upward towards the ceiling, but I'm also going to rotate pretty much my whole body up there with it. So I'm just rotating to look upward towards the ceiling. Now you know why we call it the fire hydrant. So we're going to hold this one for 3 to 5 seconds, relax, and then repeat this on the other side. So what I'm going to do is just keep repeating this whole cycle, doing the bird dog, and then building into the hydrant for about 10 repetitions on both sides. But if it does feel like you have a little bit more energy, try to challenge yourself and throw in another set or 2. If the exercises help, please support the channel by giving this video a like and maybe subscribing too. If you have any comments or questions, please leave them below. I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Thanks for watching.